Welcome back to the channel, my friends. Warhammer Man Studios. I'm Warhammer Man, and today we're taking a look at the official prices for the Age of Sigmar Christmas Battleforces. This video is sponsored by CMO Games. More on that later. Alright, so not only are we taking a look at the actual official prices, but we're going to look at the breakdown over MSRP. So if you're new to one of these videos, all we're doing is totaling up all of the individual kits inside these box sets and figuring out the total MSRP. And then we're going to take the actual MSRP for the box sets, and then we're going to compare them so we can see how much of a deal each of these boxes are. As oftentimes, some of them are a really good deal and others are more in line with what you would typically expect. And that way, regardless of whether you pay full retail price for your items, 10%, 15%, or even have access to 20% discounts, you can just apply that to the final total. But because you would theoretically get the same discount on individual kits as the box set, there's no reason for us to calculate that in. Alright, so right off the bat, you can see here we have $220 USD for the Age of Sigmar boxes and $270 Canadian for the Age of Sigmar boxes. And if you're interested in the 40K boxes as well, we did a breakdown for those also, and they are $230 USD and $280 Canadian. So let's go ahead and take a look at the first of the box sets here, the Seraphon box. Alright, so here we have the Primordial Starhost, the Seraphon box set. And first we have the Slann Starmaster for $85, a box of Saurus Warriors for $60, Kroxigors for $60, Aggradons for $60, and then the Hunters of Haunchi are $60. And if we total that all up, comes out to $325. So if we factor in the $220 retail price for the box set, that's going to give us a 32% savings. So you would save 32% if you were to buy this box set as opposed to the individual models in this box set. Pretty good deal. Typically what we find from Games Workshop is right around like that 30 up to like 35% discount. But it's also important to pay attention as to like the overlap between the Vanguard box sets and in this case the Army Launch box set. And I think overall this one pairs really nice with the Vanguard box set, and it's decent with the Seraphon Army Launch box as well. So 32% discount, not bad. Alright, and then we have the Praetorian Spearhead for the Ossiarch Bonereapers. And this one comes with the Arch-Kavalos, $60, Deathriders, $60, Mortek Guard, $60, Harvester, $60, and 2 units of Morghast, which are $70 each. So if we total that all up, it comes out to $380. So when we factor in the retail price of the box set for $220, that's going to give us a 42% discount over MSRP. So if you were going to buy all of these individual items at full price versus just buying the box set, you would save 42%, which is an absolutely stunning deal. You almost never see discounts like that from Games Workshop. And this box set, just on value alone, gets an A+. Composition is really nice as well. I think this is the best of the Age of Sigmar boxes. Alright, and then next we have the Warhorde of Eternus. And this is our Slaves to Darkness Chaos box. So first we have Eternus for $60. Chaos Knights for $65, Ogroids for $65, Warriors for $60, and then Chosen for $60. And this is going to give us a total MSRP of $310. So at that $220 price tag, you're going to save 26%. So unfortunately, this box set is decent composition, but it's definitely missing a unit. With a discount of only 26%, this is on the very, very low end of Games Workshop's discount boxes. And it's basically the equivalent of buying this whole big box set to get a single $60 unit for free. So if you already have all the Chaos Warriors or Chaos Knights you need, or if you're not going to use one of the other units in this army box set, you're almost better off just buying the actual units that you want. And although I do think this is a nice composition overall, and it does go well with the Vanguard box set, with only a 26% savings, this one is well outside the normal savings that Games Workshop offers in boxes. So I gotta say, this is the worst of the Age of Sigmar boxes. Alright, and then last but not least of the 4 Age of Sigmar boxes, we have the Vengorian Court for the Soulblight Gravelords, and that's going to include Luke of Eye for $70, a unit of Fellbats, which is $60, Blood Knights, which are $70, Direwolves, which are $60, and 20 Death Rattle Skeletons for a total of $60, and that's going to give us our total MSRP of $320. So when we factor in the price of $220, you're going to save about 31% on this one. So right in line with your typical savings. And I think composition wise, this is a nice box set. It does fall on the lower end of the discounts, but obviously still over that 30%. It does pair well with the Vanguard box set and is overall a nice box. Now a quick message from today's sponsor. CMO Games has been selling Games Workshop products online for over 20 years. They carry the full line of Games Workshop products including Warhammer 40,000, Age of Sigmar, Necromunda, Blood Bowl, paint tools, and more. Almost all Games Workshop products are priced at 15% off MSRP. CMO Games takes pre-orders for most Games Workshop products released at their earliest date possible. 12:01 a.m. on Saturday, they go live. Most of these pre-order products are also priced at 15% off MSRP. CMO Games offer free shipping in the US 48 with an order of $50 or more. Their customer service is top-notch and they ship most orders within 24 hours. Visit CMOGames.com using the affiliate link in the description and let them know that you heard about CMO Games from Warhammer Man. Now back to the video. So that is all 4 of the Age of Sigmar boxes, and as we can see, there is quite a bit of variance on them. So we see the Warhorde of Eternus Slaves to Darkness box with only 26% savings, which is below your typical savings that you would expect, especially on these big box sets. And then we see our leader, the Ossiarch Bonereapers box set, with savings of 42%, which is outside what you would normally expect and a phenomenal deal. And then our other two kind of fall right in that acceptable range, around 31-32%. And I do think overall Games Workshop has done a good job with these Christmas boxes. They overall complement the Vanguard boxes as well, and then the Army launch boxes that came out earlier this year. But for some reason, that Slaves to Darkness box just doesn't have the savings that it should. And with only 4 Age of Sigmar boxes this year, I have to say it's just a little bit underwhelming. But if you are interested in taking a further deep dive, if you want to know specifically about each of these box sets, would you pick up 2 of them? Do they pair well with the Vanguard box sets? And if you were going to start with one of these, how many points would it be? And what would you add if you were going for a full 1,000 or 2,000 point army? We're going to do some individual breakdowns that go into some deeper detail on those as well, so make sure you stay tuned. So let me know down below which of these boxes you're excited about and what you're going to be picking up, or if any of them were in particular a letdown. Always like to hear back from you guys in the comments. Special thanks to CMO Games for sponsoring this video. Check out the link in the description to save 15% on Games Workshop products. That's it for today. Warhammer Man Studios, I'm Warhammer Man, and I do like these box sets, but they're a little bit underwhelming. And I'm out of here.